Okay, now we are live. I'm going to get my phone here. There might be just a small lag. I'm going to go live here. Okay. I'm going to the chat too. And I'm going to give just a few minutes. I think I'm going to go back to that dark mode. You guys can't see it, but it's a big white screen. I don't know, man. I might keep it. We'll see. So those of you just here, giving it a few minutes for people to walk in. Again, I'm just playing with all of this for the first time. I'm actually not on my phone. I'm actually using a studio app on my computer, so hopefully everybody can see this. Okay. And I'm going to attempt to open up my Instagram app just to see if comments will pop up there too. And to see if it's actually live on my phone. Because I don't know if it's showing up live. I could switch to my other account, which I can see. It would let me know. Yes, it does show that we are live. Okay, all right. So why not just give a couple more minutes and then I will start. I feel like clicking on this to see what happens. Hopefully there's no feedback. I think that one person that pops up is me. Okay. So hopefully everybody can hear me. Yeah, it's my other account says no, so that's the one person. Okay. And this is why we always do the checks in the beginning. I actually need to go ahead and pull up YouTube to see if that is working too. And mute it, because I know there'll be some feedback there. Okay, go to my channel. All right, it says we're live. Okay, good. Okay, so we're gonna go on ahead and get started. Those who come in, we'll see this either on YouTube later or Instagram later. Welcome those who are listening, those who will listen later on, and those who will just come in and chime in. My name is Bradford Harris, and I'm really excited to be with everyone this evening and just really take people's questions and let you know all about me. This was a long time coming, something that I've wanted to do for quite a while. I personally have some personal barriers and some kind of like, oh, I don't know if I want to do this or not. I have other stuff that I want to do. There's some other things I want to accomplish, but those were just no, honest. To be honest, I just wasn't ready to take that next step, and now I'm ready to take that step. And share what Tinker Tech Edu is with all of you. So I'm really super excited to just share what this is. You all know that I've been in this ed tech education game for over 14 years. It's been a long time. And I feel like I got a lot to say and I feel like I got knowledge to get out. And so that's why I'm here uh, with a mission and with a purpose. So that's my goal is to share what Tinker Tech Edu is about, letting you know I'm here to support you as educators, end users, learners, nonprofits, institutions, organizations. I want to help consult you in your digital learning, digital implementation, STEM, esports, technology needs. That is my goal for you. So let me go on ahead and I thought I wasn't going to do a presentation, but I decided, you know what? Why not? Let's go on ahead and do it. So I just kind of want to share some things with you. So let me see if I can share my screen. And hopefully it will come up. If not, that is okay by me. We will make it work. There we go. I really love this application because I'm not doing all of this on my phone. I'm doing this on a different application on the computer. So I'm excited to now announce officially to all of you Tinker Tech Edu, where we are designing digital learning solutions for sustainable impact. Very important. That's my whole entire goal for institutions, you all as end users, educators, students, leaders, whoever you are. My goal for you is to have you have sustainable impact in your digital learning journey. And I am going to go ahead and read this verbatim. So excuse me if I'm looking up because I'm looking at my notes. But it was important for me to have a mission and vision for Tinker Tech Edu. I really thought long and hard with this. In towards the end of 2003, as I was going through this process, I thought about if I'm going to start a consulting business and support end users in this journey, what is my mission? What is my purpose? What is my vision? And so I finally get to say this out loud, verbally. What is not Bradford, but what is Tinker Tech EDU's mission? And the mission is to empower educators and institutions with innovative technology integration and digital learning strategies, focusing on personal and professional growth in the ever evolving digital landscape. My vision for this is to cultivate a global community of educators and learners prepared and inspired for future challenges and opportunities through collaborative partnerships and continuous professional development. Now, why is this all important? And I'm going to get to that why in just a second, but I want you to get to know me first, those who are not familiar with me. So for me, again, like I've told you before, I've done this for years. I've been in education and this digital technology space for over 14 years. Of course, I have a wife and two kids, all that jazz, but let's focus on my profession, my career, so to speak. I've I've been in instructional design. I've done a little bit of project management and of course, digital innovations throughout my whole entire education career. I have experience in event planning and event management also. And of course, a lot of you know me from the esports route, but I have a lot more to give than just the STEM and esports route. In fact, the digital learning, the technology space really got me to be at the STEM and esports route, but I had to get to learn the digital and the curriculum and the instruction and the infrastructure route to get to that point. And so I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. But also, I do have a extensive background in education technology with organizations and with individuals. And again, I talked about the strategic project management with organizations and getting you to where you need to be to make sure that you are successful and using the data that you have, data that I can help you have and analyze that to make sure that you are successful. So I'm going to take this off the screen for a minute and have this really wide conversation with you. So, the big why that I decided to do this. So, uh, like I said before, I have been in this business for 14 years, but really ed tech technology, let's say about between 5 and 8 years of it. And I really love it. And as you know, the technology industry, ed tech industry is rapidly changing so much. And within the last couple years, it's gone a lot faster than what we've seen before. And so I did a lot of reflection. And based off of my own two children, everything I've done is really based off of my own two kids and my wife, particularly my own two kids. And so I would use my own two children as kind of like my guinea pigs when it comes to technology and how to implement it. What's going on out there? What are kids into? Like how does it help them learn? All those things. Well, they're in their 20s and they graduated, and I thought, okay, well, I can't use you anymore. Well, that's not true. Now, how I'm looking at technology is they're in the working world now. Now, of course, they're not the doctors, the lawyers, the CEOs yet. That's not the thing. They're in these part time jobs. They are in these places where I'm out of K 12 now and I'm in these industry jobs, whether it be part time, full time, whatever it is, to get me to where I'm going while I'm in college or not. And so, how has the K 12 technology side helped me to be on this side of the industry with technology? So those are things that I have critical conversations with them about. How have we prepared them for that space? Once they've gotten out of that K-12 space, I've gone to conferences and I had a different mindset. And that mindset was, as I'm walking into these conferences, I'm not going to say any names, there's nothing wrong with those conferences. But walking into those conferences, my mindset totally changed because I felt like, well, these conferences need to change for me. When my kids were in the K-12 space, it made more sense. And when I was at the district level, it made more sense. But now, as I have transitioned, my and my kids have transitioned, my mindset has transitioned as well. And I'm thinking about, well, what do all of these technology items, these technology applications, how does it help them be prepared to be in the industry? As I transitioned from the brick and mortar K 12 space and I entered the industry, the ed tech industry, no matter what you call it, I actually was in for a culture shock. What I found out was there were certain things that I needed to be prepared for to be able to adapt into the technology space. And I'm not talking about, the Pythons, the esports, the STEM, all those things. I'm really talking about the basic functions to be prepared to be in this space. Do you know PowerPoint? Do you know Word, Outlook, all of those things? So as I'm talking to my kids, and they're talking about how they're adapted to like using iPads for work or how they're communicating with technology at work. I'm thinking I want to take a step back. We all see that the STEM and AI and esports and whatever is blowing up by storm. And I love those things. And I'm going to talk about that later and how I can help you support in that. But also had a lot of critical conversations as I travel around the country. And for some people, they say, this is overwhelming. This is a lot. I don't even know where to start when it comes to any of these programs. I'm just learning how, and I'll be honest, I'm just learning how to use Google, or I'm just really learning how to use social media. I'm just learning how to do X. And so those are foundational things. They're really just learning how to be digital fluent while they're also trying to learn these new things, and they get stressed. They say choice words to me as they're pulling me aside, and I'm breaking down how I can get them started. But they need to start with a foundation, and they need to take a step back and figure out what is our infrastructure. How can I go from A to B and then gradually build to Z? That is the goal. I don't want to necessarily look like the district Jones is over here. I want to look like my district, but I want to get there with the mission and vision of my district. And so that was very important, as I have been in this experience with coaching others. And what I love about doing that is that I have those honest conversations about how they feel about integrating what any type of technology that they want to integrate. And by me doing that, I come up with those strategic plans to help them grow in their space so that they do feel comfortable with whatever they want to do when it comes to STEM, esports, AI, or whatever else. They feel ready and they feel prepared. So, my goal is to really help you as you see these new trends of technology uh, come into the forefront. I can help you support in those things. I have experience in those things, but I also want to give you that foundation to prepare you for going out into the working world or transitioning to whatever career you want to change into, so that you're able to adapt and change quickly to whatever it is that you need to do. I'm also an adjunct professor that teaches digital fluency in life and in the workplace, and it's I'm teaching adults about the basic necessities of digital literacy. This isn't about just STEM and Python and coding and esports and AI. We're really talking about spreadsheets, uh, basic graphic designs like Canva, PowerPoint, Microsoft Word, things that they haven't really used or are not comfortable using, help them to be more comfortable with that because they see that's what's needed in the space. And also, they're actually wanting to know their why. Why is this important? I'm getting a lot of pushback as to, well, why should I do this? I want to know, why is this important in industries? Not because I don't want excuse me, not because I don't want to do this. It's because I need for you to educate to me why I need to do this and how it's going to benefit me. And so those were the biggest takebacks. I know that was me being long-winded, but those were some of the questions in the past couple of years, um, I had to learn is, one, take a step back, look at the foundation, and figure out people's why and tailor it to their why to get to their goals. So going back, I'm going to share my screen back again. Move this again. Oh, I don't have to even do that. I can just show it. There we go. So how do I do all of this? So I go through four pillars of service to help support you. And those service pillars are basically empowering you as educators or learners through technology and data by helping you boost uh, tech and data skills in education. I also help you with advancing your professional development and leadership by elevating digital skills in education and leadership. I want to help you with your digital spaces and your digital environments, creating tech rich, inclusive learning spaces, no matter if it's in your nonprofits, no matter if it's virtual, no matter if it's in your K 12 institution, no matter where it is. I want to help you design those spaces to make sure that it is safe, again, and inclusive for you. And the biggest thing is, I want to help you align that with your strategic goals, mission, vision, and plans. We cannot do anything without looking at your data and your mission and your vision and your strategic plans. They all have to align and they all have to make sense. And we have to sit down together and create that plan. So these are a sum of the pillars. There's sub pillars under each section that when I get with you and have those critical conversations with you, we see where you fall. I see where your needs are, and I can say, okay, I feel like we need to talk about cultivating learning and cultivating innovative, inclusive learning environments for you, and here's where I can help and support you in this way, whether it be for groups, whether it be for one-on-one, whether it may be possible a course that you may need, or a course that you may need design. That's where I can help and support you in that way. So again, by doing all of these things, it's going to empower you as educators or end users to craft excellent tailored training solutions, uh, to have widespread digital. And I'm reading this off there. I can't believe I'm doing that. Widespread digital acceptance and excellence, and it's going to transform your infrastructure. If you're looking for changing your infrastructure, you'll have a chance to, as we're having those critical conversations, and you're looking at changing your infrastructure. I can help you with that vocabulary and building up what your infrastructure is, no matter if that's classroom infrastructure or a building infrastructure, helping you look at what is needed in order for you to be successful. Even your personal infrastructure, we all need a foundation to get started, and helping you change that cultural shift. That's important. One of the things we have concerns with when it comes to a shift in technology integration is, how do we change the mindset? How do we change people to figure out, like, the ones that don't want to do this to the ones that are trying to figure it out to the ones that are successful? How do we get everybody on one page? So we can talk about how that looks for you personally, for your department, for your district, however we want to plan that. That's how we'll do that. So to wrap it all up, because I see that it is, I'm looking at the time, 6:21 of my clock. um, I want to help and support all of you end users, all of you educators, to explore, empower, transform, and innovate your digital learning solution needs. Again, I do have experience in AI, esports, and STEM, but as a lot of people have told me, we cannot do all of those things without having a firm foundation of digital fluency, digital literacy, and infrastructure. And that's where I can help support you. So, in conclusion, if you would like to get in touch with me, my email address is Bradford Harris at edtechtinker.com. And you could also look at my website, tinkertechedu.com. You may have to put the www in front of it. Still working on the domain, getting that squared away, but it's www.tinkertechedu.com. You can also follow me on my socials. Once you go to the site, you'll be able to connect on my socials there as well. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen right now. I'm not sure if anyone is on. Greg! I'm so excited that you're here. I'm so honored that you're here. And I'm, since I've stopped, I'm actually going to say Greg is the one person that has pushed me. There's many people that have pushed me. Many people that have pushed me. But Greg is I'm gonna say that's my guy that says, hey, you want to do this? 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 And I'm like, oh no, I don't know. But Greg is one of those people amongst a whole bunch of other people that have been in my corner for a long time, and he's always checking up on me. Greg is my, I don't know if he's there or not. I see him on here, but I don't know if he's off on or not. But Greg is my New York dog. Don't mess with Greg. Greg is a gangster. You are. And so I really do appreciate everything that everybody has done for me and pushing me to this level. It was I was very nervous about doing something like this. But it's time. It's time for me to come and support you with the knowledge that I have gained and that I have learned. And I want to share that with all of you, no matter what age you are, no matter what background you have, no matter where your digital literacy or digital fluency is, this is why I'm here. This is why I'm ready to support you. This is where I can give you the directions where you feel like you need to go and where I feel like you need to go. Let's work together and be supportive. So I will stop rambling. I've said a lot, but I'm here if you want to just pop in and have and say anything in the chat. I'm going to try to respond as much as possible. I don't know if anybody has said anything in the YouTube, but I'm looking on both just in case. So I'm just here for the next 5 minutes. I honestly didn't think I was going to have all that much to say. I rehearsed it so much, but I guess I'm a smooth talker. So my purpose for doing this on YouTube and Instagram and not Twitter and LinkedIn and all of those other channels was because I really wanted to meet you as educators and other end users where you're at. And as you can see, you mostly have seen me on Twitch with the fancy lighting and all that kind of stuff. But now you see me in this room that is not mine. I'm in a rental. The lighting is kind of off. It's not perfect, and I'm glad it's like this because this is very foundational for me. This is where we all can start if you need that foundation. And for a lot of you from the very beginning, you start with YouTube. You started with Instagram or technically Twitter, but I know a lot of people have feelings about Twitter right now. But I wanted to strip all of those and really look at where you all were at and really have those conversations on at least two channels. Am I going to grow on the other channels? Absolutely. But I want to start here and make those connections with you all so you can feel a little bit more comfortable and you can have access a lot quicker. Hey, look at Nick. You're coming in at the very end. I'm so happy that you guys are here. You're gonna all have to look at the replay coming in. I'm gonna drink some water here. You can feel free to just chat in here. I don't know if anybody can say anything. My mother-in-law is here. I love this. This is awesome. Now you're going to make me want to stay on longer. So if you want to ask a question, you feel free to ask a question. I don't know if any of you guys can hear me or not. I see the mic is moving or not. Is moving, but this is great. This is great. If any of you guys are curious about the application I'm using, and I think that's probably something that I should say every time I'm on camera, because I know people ask, well, what application are you using? What are you using? I am using, let's take a step back. For those of you who may be familiar with Streamlabs OBS, that you can use that to stream Twitch and YouTube and Instagram and all those kind of things. Well, they have sub little apps, and this is called Talk Studio, which I think, Nick, you play around with this. So I think I saw it from you when you did something on LinkedIn. So I decided to play around with it today because I didn't want to stream on my phone. I wanted to do something different. I kind of want to do something a little bit engaging. You know, I'm team extra. So, and I really like it. It's called Talk Studio, and you can go to talkstudio.streamlabs.com. And it looks just like literally just streaming. So if you have a professional Instagram account, anybody can get those. You can add your stream key, your URL key to this, and you can stream to that. You can stream to YouTube, and you can talk on there. You can see all of your uh, you can communicate there. It's really easy. I really like it. I don't have to worry about propping up my phone and doing all those things, even though I think I will do that. I don't know where I got this mic from. I know I got it from Amazon. I forget the brand, but I really like this too. This is a little bit of my upgrade. So yeah, I've said I've stripped down for this, but I upgrade just a tiny bit. Upgrade just a tiny bit. But if you need support in that, I can help you build that up as well. So well, it is 6:30, and I did say I was going to stay for 45 minutes. I'll do maybe 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes um, of me just talking. If you have any questions, again, feel free to just chime on in about Tinker Tech Edu. I'll answer as much as I can. Um, Again, hopefully you all can hear me. Hopefully I wasn't muted. I see again the mic muted. That would be such a shame if I was doing all this talking and nobody could hear me. But I I'm gonna stay up for just a few more minutes and then I'm gonna close out. And what I'll probably do is reshare this out. I think I'll make this in shorts uh, so people can see what I'm about and hopefully connect with some of you guys and please reshare this out with your friends and uh, tell them to follow me, subscribe to me, have them ask questions. I'm here for them for their support. I have no idea what else is on this. I tried not to do too much. I did a lot with the logo here, putting that on. But this application is very simple to use. I actually think I like this better than what's that other platform that is used? The one with the duck. I forget. I forget it now, and I use that one all the time. But I kind of like this one. This will be fun to edit because I'm just rambling at the end of this. Oh, FYI, Nick, because I know and Greg, but I know mostly Nick. I had no idea that. Again, this is me rambling. I had no idea that Suicide Squad is coming out within the next couple of days. At least that's what I thought I saw. So I got to pre-order that. So Nick, you need to pre-order that and let me know how it is. I'm going to pre-order it too. I may stream that. This has nothing to do with the Tinker Tech Edu, guys. Those of you who want to see my streams, you can go to Twitch, twitch.tv / Tinker. But uh, yeah, I want to play that one while I'm in my rental, so I'll take a look at that. So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad that you joined. I'm glad you had a chance to listen. Again, feel free to email me, Bradford Harris at edtechtinker.com. Take a look at my website, www.tinkertechedu.com. Those of you who are in Texas, I should be out at TCEA at least one day. I'm going to be there for one day and probably come back. I don't know when. I'll most likely tweet that out, share that out when I'm coming. But I can't wait to see you again, everybody. I'm looking forward to working with all of you. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me, share this out, and I will talk to you soon. Everybody take care. Oop, wrong hand. Talk to you later. Bye.